Football League Reserve Grand Final between Motowari and Eastern Suburbs here this afternoon. It's a great day for football. We've had one game here early this morning, the under-17s, with the Geelong Amateur side successful in the under-17 grand final against South Barwon, and all is in readiness for a great game here this afternoon. Conditions: the wind is blowing a little bit towards the Geelong town end goal, which is to our right, and the northern end is no breeze at all, really, of any effect to either end, but it is favouring a fraction to the Geelong goal this afternoon. Co-commentator here this afternoon, David Cook, welcome.
Good afternoon, Barry. Glad to be here. Went to the wrong ground for a start, but I've made it successfully to the Western Oval. Haven't seen the ground, all the two sides playing before, but just going on the form in the papers, Motowari look as though they might start favourites in this game. They've got their seniors in the grand final coming up too, but good effort for a small club out there, Barry, to get both those sides into the grand final.
Yes, it is, and we're nearly in readiness. The players are moving into position here and this afternoon, and all is in readiness for a great game of football in the grand final of Geelong and District Football League Reserve Grade for 1992.
A little bit patchy in the centre there, Barry. A bit of rain through the week, just made it a little bit sloppy there.
Yes, there's a couple of muddy patches, but all in all, it's not too bad. Umpire Dower with the ball in the centre, getting ready to start get this game underway, checking with respective captains. Right, holds the ball aloft. We're underway for the Reserve Grade Grand Final 1992 Geelong and District Football League between Motowari and Eastern Suburbs. A bounce of the ball in the centre. It's tapped forward. Eastern Suburbs get the first touch there through the agency of number 14, who we haven't got listed. Terrific. Right, the kick forward now, off the boot of Brendan Pitt down to half forward. Coming through in defence there, the Motowari players bottle it up at centre half back. A handball out, goes out wide. A race for the ball now, coming out of defence. Motowari soccer the ball off the ground. Brendan Pitt comes onto it now for the Eastern Suburbs side. Handball's inboard to his teammate, who kicks the ball down towards the pocket, but into the waiting arms there of the Motowari defender, and this is Wayne Stiles.
Stiles about to relieve. Nice kick from Stefanofsky, kicking it down there, but Stiles doing better in that contest. Kicks out well over the 50-metre line. His target out there was Hall, who couldn't hold the mark. Handball comes out from Eastern Suburbs. A nice one too. The chip kick's not as good though. And here's the Motowari streaming out of the fence on the boot. Long kick there, looked like Canellos. Kicks it up towards the centre wing. Player pushed in the back, must take a free kick. And going back to take this one, it might be Michael Finn.
Jamie Rundle it was. Rundle now from centre wing. It was Finn. Kicks the ball down to centre half forward. Play on the umpire calls no. 50-metre penalty against the Motowari player, and they take him right down out of half forward flank. First time we've seen seconds for the year.
It is, Barry,
David.
Yes. It certainly is. It might have been a bit stiff, the player getting the 50 metres away. A bit unlucky, I thought. And we've got a number 14 here. We can't call him anything because we don't know his name. He kicks the ball long towards centre half forward. Chance back there for running onto the football was Stiles. Pushes it out wide, goes after it. But his teammate there is Rump, who picks up, and Rump kicks the ball outside the 50. But a lovely long kick at goal here. It's gone offline though. Big kick there, Barry. Did you pick up that player?
Yes, number 4 for the Eastern Suburbs side, and
we haven't got him as well.
I tell you what, they've changed some of these numbers around on us, and it's making it very hard.
Have to forgive us for that. We'll try at quarter time perhaps to get the team manager and get these players whose numbers weren't listed. It's a resultant free kick right in the back pocket here to Motowari. Now a bit of consternation about who's going to take the kick down there. And indeed it looks like Wayne Stiles, is it, down there at full back? Might have been a point. Puts the boot into it. Long kick out over the half back line. Umpire's found a free kick. It's going to go the way of Motowari, and going back to take it. Looks like Anthony Harvey out there. No, he's given it across to his teammate.
Simon Davis.
And Davis kicks the ball towards the centre wing and finds a teammate out there too. Nice pass into the breeze. The kick into the breeze this quarter, Barry. The kick wasn't quite as good. Well smothered on the mark there. And they're going to get out of this Eastern Suburbs with a short kick around the body. Wasn't particularly good. And backing back and taking a nice mark is Neil Smith for Motowari.
Right, Smith from centre half back now. Comes out here towards the grandstand side of the ground. Kicks the ball wide towards the centre wing. Tap further afield by the Motowari wingman there, but he's bumped off the ball. Picked up here and kick forward for Eastern Suburbs there for them down to half forward, and the mark's been taken on half forward flank for Eastern Suburbs by Globovic. He's kicked towards a pocket, but a free kick's been picked out and will go to Eastern Suburbs. 25 metres out on a 45-degree angle, and the free kick to be taken for them by, when he turns around, we'll pick him up.
Well, the distance won't be a worry here for
number
this player,
30.
Van Bar. The distance won't be a worry at all here for the Eastern Suburbs centre half forward. He's lining up. Bruce will be of some assistance. May need to aim at the left goal post. Comes in on the right foot. Oh, lovely kick off the boot. Yes, gets a goal. First goal of the game. Kicked by the Eastern Suburbs centre half forward, Brendan Van Bar, resulting from a free kick there. Poor defence by Motowari, and that's the first score going on the board, the first major score.
Right, as we said earlier, GDFL Motowari versus Eastern Suburbs here at the Western Oval Grand Final for 1992. Your guest crew, director Scott Parker, commentators Barry Walker and David Cook, cameraman Brett Revere, Simon Fuller. The umpires for this afternoon in the centre, we've got Phil Dower and Graham Hogan. Boundaries, Lawrence and Morrison. Goal umpires Smith and Tabassi. From the bounce, we see a go forward for the Motowari side, but the defence of Eastern Suburbs stand firm. Come across here, you kick the ball wide out towards a half forward flank. The bouncing ball close to the boundary line. Oh, tapped nicely further forward there for them by Morris. Morris now goes down to half forward. Over the line it goes and out of bounds.
Boundary throw in just to the attacking side of the centre, perhaps half forward flank. Eastern Suburbs kicking with the breeze in the first quarter. Throw in comes down to a player, picks it up nicely. Two spins around onto the foot. 45. We haven't got him listed. Yes, we have it. Zulik kicks the ball towards half forward. Can't find a teammate there. Motowari a chance to bottle it up. Player tackled, holding the ball. Phil Dower said it was held to him. And he's going to ball this one up half forward flank with Eastern Suburbs into attack.
Right now, half forward flank, the bounce of the ball. Down it goes, a good bounce up high. Tapped nicely away there for Eastern Suburbs. Out of the ruck, a handball out here and kick further forward for them by Morris. His kick goes down to half forward. Defensive Motowari comes through strongly. Bumped off the ball. Eastern Suburbs soccer it off the ground. Over the line it goes, and we'll have a throw in half forward flank.
Play by Ross Matthews there, forcing the ball forward for Motowari, heading for the safety of the boundary line, and the umpire puts this one in, the big knockout over the top by Van Bar, but it's taken away by Motowari. They kick the ball towards the centre of the ground. A chance for the player running onto an Anderson. Can he pick it up? He pushes it out wide. He's pushed it too wide, I feel. The boundary umpire signifies that he has. We'll have a boundary throw in on the far side of the ground. Centre wing. We've played 7 minutes of the first quarter on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock.
Canellis sockered that ball off the ground across the line, and the boundary umpire brings the ball back into play. Throw in, tap down for Motowari. They gain about 10 metres. It's tapped further afield. Going through strongly there for the Motowari side is Millen. Millen's kicked down forward after the ball. After he kicked it, he was dumped, and the free kick to be taken at centre half forward and will be taken for them down there by Klug.
That was good umpiring and poor defensive work.
Right, he's short kick down towards the forward line. Players overrun the ball. Eastern Suburbs with the men back there. They kick the ball out wide, and the mark's been taken on half-back flank. Kick the ball round here towards centre wing. They've got a panic if it'll sit for him. Brendan Pitt runs onto the ball now, grabs it, runs around the player coming towards him. Handball to his teammate, puts him under all sorts of pressure, but he gets away, and that was good play there by Lee Thompson. He's kicked down forward. Motowari in defence, though. Come away from half-back. A high kick towards the centre of the ground. Up they go. Thump down here. Comes to Pitt again. He's caught with the ball, and the free kick for in the back will go to him on centre wing.
In the back that time. Ross Matthews down there for Motowari, but a couple of good defensive dashes, but unfortunately his kicks haven't been quite spot on, and Pitt looks to be in a little bit of trouble here. And he's not going to take the kick, Brendan Pitt. He's their star centreman. They wouldn't want to lose him too early in the game, Barry. He's unable to take this kick, and it's been taken by his teammate, number 14. We'll get him at quarter time, we hope. Kicks well down to the forward line. Nice mark. Van Bar, who's looked impressive early on. He's just going to kick from about the 50-metre line. He needs to kick at about 51 or 52 metres to clear the pack. And the way he kicked it, he's gone the short pass, a lovely pass too, because leading out in the pocket and taking a nice mark, a teammate, Little Rover down there, taking the mark. And the player in question is
Goblovic, is it? Goblovic.
We'll work this out, Barry, as we watch him have the shot for goal.
Right, he comes in now. He's close to the boundary line.
Golubovic, here he is.
Comes in now. Has the shot towards goal. Offline, 1 point.
Drago Golubovic. We'll try and do our best for you, Drago. That was just offline, that kick. But they're making enough use of the breeze early on, Barry, do you feel?
No,
We've
they're
played
not.
8.5 minutes now.
Yeah, 8.5 minutes into the first quarter, and on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock. A short kick in from fullback into the pocket now. They drive the ball round towards centre wing. Up they fly, and a good mark taken over there for Motowari by Tim Hall. Hall now plays on quickly.
Davis.
Davis it was, kicks it down. It's trapped here for Eastern Suburbs over by Canales. He's kicked down towards the forward line. Over the heads of the players it goes. Motowari at the back of the pack. Get a handball out. Overrunning the ball there for Motowari was Mortar. But the free kick's been paid to Eastern Suburbs. They play on a long kick towards a goal. A nice kick to... Oh, he touched it.
Moran, a long kick from Gerald Moran. And it was touched right on the line, Barry.
By his own teammate.
Yeah, unfortunate there. It would have been a handy goal. 9 minutes gone now, first quarter, on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock. As Paul Rumpf of the Motowari side, the fullback kicks in, inside 50. Up goes, though, pay the mark, Phil Dower, and he will do so. And going back to take this one is Daniel Mortar. Young Daniel kicks the ball out towards the centre wing. He's got players leading out there. They spelt one another out there at the present time. That was might have been Ty Millen, was it, coming through? But the ball's pushed over the line and out of bounds. We'll have a boundary throw in just slightly the attacking side of the centre, Eastern Suburbs into attack.
Right now, boundary umpire brings the ball back into play. A nice throw in too. Up they go. Motowari in front. Get the tap out there through the agency of Davis. Goes to the bottom of the pack though. Players dive on top of the ball and the umpire's forced to move in and will ball it up.
Yeah, John Stevanovski claimed in the tackle and the ball up's the decision. Puts it down. Up they go. Big fella Stiles goes up, wins the hit down for Motowari.
Free
kick's been picked out here. It's going to the Eastern Suburbs side, and they kicked the ball well inside the 50, going back, almost taking the mark. Couldn't quite hold that one player. Picked up by Van Bar, was it? But dropped the mark. But the kick comes out to the centre wing. Mark taken by Eastern Suburbs. Quick kick down to centre half forward. Lovely kick. Van Bar's up high, and he's going to be paid this mark. Motowari players going crook here. Paul Rumpf was going to be off with that ball, but the mark paid to by short passes to Pitt, and Pitt takes the mark well within kicking distance, Barry Walker, and he's been impressive early on. Yes,
he's moving about, Brendan Pitt, from the centre. He's drifting down into the forward line and creating havoc at the moment. Now, Pitt kicking from about 35, 40 metres out on a 45-degree angle. Comes in, the drop punt allows for the breeze to bring it back, doesn't make the distance. Knocked to the front of the pack, bringing it out of defence is a Motowari here. They take it close to the boundary line. Good handball from Eastern Suburbs. See them have a flying shot towards the goal, across the face of the goal, and 1 point is the result of Golubovic boot.
Golubovic, just the 1 point. He's off the target today. He's just got 2 behinds on the board early in the game. Eastern Suburbs doing most of the attacking, but unable to put the majors on the board at this stage. They've just got 1 goal on the board as the kick comes in. It's a nice kick too, well over half back out into that breeze. Player up in front will take a free kick hit. No, he's played a push out before that, and the free kick's going to go the way of Eastern Suburbs. Just try to pick him up there, kicks the ball into the forward pocket, out on the lead, unable to take a mark, picked up here by Motowari in defence. They kick the ball out towards the half-back line, goes over that situation now. Here's a chance for coming in, picking up the ball is Lazic. He kicks the ball around the corner and he's found his teammate.
And Moran now from half-forward flank, a high kick down towards the 10-yard square. They jostle down there, Van Bar behind, grabs it, tries to kick it off the ground. No, the mark's been paid, has it? Is it a goal or a mark?
It's going to be one of the two.
Cool.
No, it's been given the
well, yeah, he must have called play on too, because Van Bar, he was going to pay the mark, and he's probably called play on, and it's come off the hands and through for 1 point. Right now, at the 12.5-minute mark, to kick in from fullback, another short one. Finds a teammate in the back pocket, has 1 bounce. Coming around the grandstand side, 2 bounces. Steadies now, drives the ball round centre wing. No one home, no. Eastern Suburbs first under the ball. It sits nicely for him there. Keeps it in front of him for Eastern Suburbs, and this is Morris. Morris chips a little one around the corner, and he's found his teammate on centre wing, and this is Moran. Moran now. From centre wing to drive Eastern Suburbs into attack. Goes towards the corridor. Lovely kick too, looking for Van Bar, but it's all Motowari.
Oh, he dropped it.
It comes to Turp, but he's got backup support there from his teammate coming through strongly, and that was McGuinness. Kicks the ball down to half forward. A free kick's being paid down here to Eastern Suburbs on half-back flank, and it'll be taken for them, and they'll repel that Motowari attack.
Free kick against Big Ty Millen there, a little over exuberant as the kick comes down from Stevanovski. Kicks the ball down now towards centre wing. No one's able to take a mark. Handball from Van Bar, who's playing well. Gets it out in the direction of Moran in that muddy centre patch. Moran picks it up. Kicks with the left foot towards half forward. Mottawarri player unable to mark. They go in hard after it down there. Lazic was on the bottom of the pack. Got it out. Here's the chance for Pitt to run onto it. Brendan Pitt comes back onto the left foot. Kicks the pass in towards the forward line. Lovely play, Brendan Pitt. Found his teammate coming out in front of the pack. And this is Drago Golubovic.
Plays on quickly. No, he played on quickly. Kicks the ball towards the pocket. Good defensive play, Mottawarri. Handball the ball around towards half-back flank. Oh, strong play here for Mottawarri. Coming through nicely. They're being held without the ball, and he'll take the...
Dale Finn it is. Dale Finn going to take that free kick. I can't understand Drago Golubovic.
No, it's going to Eastern Suburbs, I think.
The other way. Well, Dale Finn's a bit confused. He ran up to pick up the ball, thought it was his.
Well, he was making the play, and it's he must have been given for throwing the ball ahead of him. Anyway, Eastern Suburbs now. Kick the ball down towards the 10-yard square. Up they fly. Brought to turf by the defenders there for Mottawarri and Matthews. Close to the boundary line. Over it goes. Out of bounds, and we'll have a throw in about 5-10 metres around from the behind post.
Two quick comments, Barry. I don't know why Drago Golubovic didn't have a shot for goal. And the other one is that Ross Matthews, number 3 for Mottawarri, doing a good job down there in defence.
Yes, he is. As the boundary umpire brings the ball back into play. Shot here for Eastern Suburbs, smothered. It comes out towards half-back flank, socket off the ground towards the 50-metre line. A race for the ball now, close to the boundary line. Over it goes, out of bounds, and we'll have a throw in.
A good charge out from defence there by Wayne Stiles. Very strong player by the look of Wayne. Ran straight at the footy and found the boundary line for the safety of the Mottawarri side. We've gone 15 minutes in the first quarter of the grand final here for the reserve grade. Lovely tap out over the back by Van Bar, who's been lively. Gets it towards Moran. Moran's pushed off the footy. Holding the ball, dropping the ball's a decision, and the free kick going to go to Mottawarri. And having this one, looks like Davis kicks the ball in towards the centre wing position. The big fella coming out, Ty Millen it is. I think it takes Klug, is it? Klug takes the mark. Millen's the target, and Millen takes the mark at centre wing. Plays on immediately with a nice hand pass to a running teammate coming past in Smith. And Smith kicks into the forward line. Good play, Mottawarri, because playing in front up here and taking the mark. Good play was Millen. Now Millen, no it wasn't, it was 48, sorry about that. That was Seidel kicks the ball, and he's found a teammate. And this is Tim Hall, the wingman, who's drifted down into the forward line. He looks too far out to score to meet Barry, kicking into the breeze.
Right, 15.5 minutes into the first quarter as Mottawarri, a nice kick off the boot. He's got the distance all right. The accuracy is not there, and 1 point is the result. And Mottawarri are on the scoreboard for the grand final of Division 2 reserve grade grand final. A kick taken in quickly from fullback and finds a teammate out here in Stefanowski. Stefanowski down towards centre wing. They set themselves centre wing. Up they fly. Brought to turf here. Mottawarri first on it. Pitts in there for Eastern Suburbs. Unfortunately, runs across the boundary line with the ball, and we'll have a throw in.
The big fella Ty Millen making his presence felt there again in that foray. Boundaries show in. Up they go. Knockout comes down in the direction of, or scooped out nicely, but it's gone the wrong way, unfortunately. Quick kick off the boot here from Mottawarri. He's kicked it too wide, though, has the player there in Daniel Mortar, and he's found the safety of the boundary line. Half forward flank. 17 minutes gone the first quarter on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock. And Mottawarri aren't doing a bad job into this breeze, Barry.
No, they're not. As the boundary umpire brings the ball back into play, it hits the turf. Going through there for Mottawarri was Klug, but couldn't do anything with it. Picked up here and kicked forward for him down towards the pocket. There's a chance for him. Get the handball going. Grabbed here and a shot towards a goal. Which way will it bounce? Gone across the face of the goal. Through for 1 point. And that was off the boot there of Neil Smith.
Good play by Ashley Davis to get the ball to him very quickly. Could have done better, I felt, on that occasion, Neil Smith. But just drifting offline there. And 1 point goes on the board to Mottawarri. Waiting on the full back to kick this one in. Lovely long kick by Shane O'Brien. Way out over the defensive 50. Player up. He'll be paid this mark, I think, for Mottawarri. It was a good effort in the pack. Just trying to pick him up. Might have been Davis, was it? Kicks the ball into the forward line. Not a particularly good kick because he's fell straight in the arms of Craig Morris.
Right, Morris now from half back comes in. Kicks the ball long down towards the centre of the ground. Mottawarri underneath it, and they take the mark in the centre of the ground. The mark's been taken for them there by Ashley Davis. Goes out wide, got a teammate on half forward. They want to move the ball on quickly. They do. They go into the corridor. Millen takes the mark at centre half forward. Be kicking from about 45 metres out on a slide angle. And thank you, Billy Cedar. Number 14 for Eastern Suburbs is Dean Perella, and number 4 is Vaughan Hunter.
And Barry, this last 5 minutes, it's been all Mottawarri into the breeze. opening up pretty well early, Eastern Suburbs, but unable to kick the big ones. And now we've seen Mottawari fight back into the breeze. And this is Ty Millen, is it, having the shot for goal?
Yes.
Comes in on the right foot.
Oh.
Lovely long kick. The goal umpire leans back. He might have split the woodwork.
He has.
Lovely kick by Ty Millen, the big fella at centre half forward. We've seen him play in the seniors for Mottawari, so he's an experienced player and should show out well in this grand final in the reserve grade. And that's the first goal of the board for the Mottawari side. And that came 18 minutes into the first quarter on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock.
Yes, Mottawari 1-2 now. Trailing Eastern Suburbs 1-5-11, and that's on the guest video production scoreboard, first quarter scoreboard, and we've been travelling 18 minutes into the first quarter on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock. Umpire Dower bounces the ball in the centre, up they go. Mottawari get advantage from the centre, picked up here for them by Klug, kicks out wide, they tap the ball further forward, kick it down towards half forward, the bouncing ball, which way will it bounce? Oh, coming through strongly there for the Mottawari side, Barry Castles, he couldn't do anything with it, grabbed here by O'Brien for Eastern Suburbs, out the half-back flank, got a teammate over there, kicks the ball long down towards centre wing, through the legs there of his teammate and Dylan Smith. Here's a chance for him. Pitt runs onto it, picks it up on the half-forward flank, kicks the ball down towards the centre pocket. Eastern Suburbs has a flying shot towards goal. Your mate again. He's had 3 shots and kicked 3 points.
Drago Golubovic off the target. Expensive misses in this first quarter for the Eastern Suburbs side, kicking with the breeze. Now waiting on the full-back to kick this one in for Mottawari. He favours the outer side of the ground. It holds up a bit into the wind. Players up and can't mark. It's knocked further forward by Mottawari. Spills out the back. Here's the chance here for Perello to hand pass across, but his teammate has claimed. Running onto the football, Moran's a chance. He severely met as he went for the ball there. In there goes Tim Hall for Mottawari. He's on the bottom of that pack. He's claimed in the tackle there by Dean Perello, but the umpire's coming in. He's going to ball this one up. Half forward flank, Eastern Suburbs in attack. 20 minutes gone. The first quarter of the reserves grade grand final in the second division.
Right, the bounce of the ball over there on the half forward flank. It sticks in the mud a bit. Tap down here in Eastern Suburbs through the agency there of Zulik. Gets a free kick. He put his body on the line and he'll take the free kick on the half forward flank.
He earned that one too, Barry Walker.
Yes, he did. Now Zulik to drive Eastern Suburbs into attack. Comes in now, the drop punt, kicks the ball towards the pocket. They set themselves down there. Up they fly over the heads of the players. It goes a chance here for Eastern Suburbs. Handball out. Will he kick it this time? Runs into an open goal. And Drago has got one.
Well done, Drago. We've been praying for you to kick one, son. And he's put that one right through the middle. That's his first one. That could start the avalanche, Barry, for the Eastern Suburbs side. They need to kick 2 or 3 more pretty smartly because that goal has come up at the 21-minute mark on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock in this first quarter of the grand final in the second division in the reserves. And there's the scoreboard coming up, the guest video productions. Mottawari 1-2-8 behinds. Eastern Suburbs a little bit off the target, 2-5-17. 9 points the difference. Bit of interchange here coming off the ground for Mottawari is Anthony Harvey, and coming onto the ground now for Mottawari is number 19, who I don't think we've got listed. That'll make things a bit interesting for us again. Back to the centre, up they go. No one able to knock the ball down. We have got number 9, I beg your pardon. Out it comes wide. Pitt's a chance, leaves it for his teammate who dives on top of the ball. He'll affect the ball up, I'd suggest, just in the attacking zone for Eastern Suburbs.
Right now the ball is between centre and centre half forward, and the umpire to ball it up. Down it goes. Eastern Suburbs through Moran, grabbed the ball, kicked the ball forward, over half forward. Up they fly down there in a strong mark, taken in defence for Mottawari by Wayne Stiles.
Stiles comes out to the grandstand side of the ground with a short-looking sort of a kick, but he's found his teammate out here running onto it in Roberts. And Lee Roberts goes back and gets it again. He's claimed to the tackle, breaks the tackle. Umpire's got a call play on. He has good umpiring, and it comes to his teammate who, whoa, down he goes as he kicks that one into the forward line. Rushing out of defence, Eastern Suburbs a chance to clear here. Pitt will do the shepherding and did it beautifully, and it's allowed his teammate there and the player to kick the ball down the ground, McQueen, and he's found the player, but it's found the opposite side. And Daniel Mortar takes the kick, kicks Mottawari into attack up towards half forward. No one able to take a mark. Here's Pitt again at the bottom of the pack. Handball's out wide, but it's too wide this time before his teammate can gather the football in, and it's over the line and out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
Right, the boundary umpire with the ball now brings it back into play. The ruckmen set themselves up. They go. Tap to ground here. Comes down where it's grabbed here for the Mottawarri side by Finn. He's kicked down towards the forward line. Bit of jostling down here. Good defensive work by the Eastern Suburbs side. Going through strongly though. Smith from Mottawarri grabs the ball. It's in half forward. Kicks towards goal, but it's gone through.
Free kick off the ball, Barry, before Smith had kicked it. It's going to go to Eastern Suburbs.
Going to Moran, is it?
Yes, he's waiting for the footy to come back. Must have been something off the ball there because the player, Smith, was well clear of the pack at that stage. But umpire right on the ball, and he's picked that one out. And this is coming out of defence. Moran's going to relieve the pressure with a lovely kick with the breeze too, right to centre wing. Up they go. Trying to hook the ball over the back was Morris, ineffectively. Chance for Eastern Suburbs to get a handball at the pit. They do so. Handball it off again, and he does. Has to do it in a hurry because the player there, Lazic, was under a bit of pressure. He's got it across to a teammate coming down the ground. At number 16, who kicks it to the forward line. We've got no name for him either. And a lovely mark taken down here too. And he plays on immediately. Does Hyatt, kicks the ball across. And a good play by Aaron Hyatt there because leading out well. Looks like the big full forward down there, Barry. We'll wait till he gets his number. And taking the mark, he's got it. And he's directly in front. He's probably only 25 metres out. Should be able to kick this goal without too much trouble.
Van Bar.
Is it Van Bar again, is it? It is too, Barry. You could see the O, but I couldn't see the 3. There it is now on the screen. And Bert Van Bar has kicked 1 goal 1 and been a lively player on the forward line. Comes in to kick for goal. Umpire leans straight back. That's a lovely kick from Big Bertie, and it's through for the sausage roll. And they've gone nearly 25 minutes in the second quarter, down the first quarter of the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock. And Bert Van Bar has kicked his second goal for the quarter. He's been a target up there, Barry Walker.
Yes, very strong player at centre half forward for the Eastern Suburbs side, and he's going to create problems for Mottawarri here this afternoon. Right now, waiting for the
scoreboard there, the guest video production scoreboard. 1 goal 2 Mottawarri, kicking into the breeze. Eastern Suburbs have gone to 3-6-24, kicking with it. So a handy lead now for Mottawarri as we're just about to tick into time on.
The bounce of the ball in the centre, not a very good bounce. Favours the Mottawarri side. Picked up here for them and kicked forward by Davis. His kick's intercepted by Pitt. Pick's kick down towards the forward pocket. Coming through Mottawarri. Davis again, but a free kick's been picked out here for Mottawarri, and we'll go to Janetsky. Janetsky now for Mottawarri to drive him out of defence.
He's on half-back. Looks up the field, doesn't see much, so leads to kick to the centre of the ground.
Whoa,
oh, beautiful mark taken here. Coming down with the footy. We'll just pick this up.
Number 17, is it?
17, is it? 47 it is, Barry. Tim Hall, a screamer there by Tim Hall in the centre. Passes to the leader, big Ty Millen. And Ty Millen comes out, takes the mark. He kicks to the true centre of the ground position, right down a half forward. Over the back, who's home to get the crumbs? Kick off the ground here by the defence by Jamie Vagg. Gets it out wide. It's heading towards the fence. Player diving on top of the ball out there does Barry Castle, but it's too far, too late for him, and it's gone over the line and out of bounds. Barry, what a mark in the centre of the ground taken there.
Great mark taken back there, and they got the ball moving quickly too as the ball's out of bounds in the forward pocket. Boundary umpire brings the ball back into play. Up they go. Tap towards the boundary line, but it's Eastern Suburbs come away with it. Kick it down towards centre wing. Running onto it. Mottawarri kick the ball back towards the back forward pocket. Up high, taking a good mark for the Mottawarri side is the 260 gamer here today, Trevor Anderson. And what a great effort that is. 260 games in his career.
That's sensational, isn't it? That's nearly as good as Noel Fanning, that is. But that's great. Trevor Anderson. Good luck, Trevor, with this kick. He should know how to kick a goal if he's played that many. Leans back on it. The umpire says this is all right, I think, Barry Walker. Let's have a look.
1 point.
Just drifted across at the last minute. So Trevor Anderson in his 260th game kicks it behind for Mottawarri. And I've got to say, Barry, in the first quarter, that although Mottawarri kicking against the breeze, their system up forward's been a lot better than the Eastern Suburbs boys who seem to have just blazed away with the wind.
Shane O'Brien to bring the ball back in for the Eastern Suburbs side here, taking plenty of time. Having a good look around. Now he decides to go straight down the centre. He got a lead there from his teammate who couldn't take the mark. Grabbed here for Mottawarri by Lee Roberts. Roberts now kicks the ball long towards the forward pocket. He'll direct it over the line on the full, and the free kick to be taken down there by O'Brien, but the Sirens beat him. It's gone to end the first quarter here at the Western Oval. Grand Final Day, GDFL 1992. And at quarter time, David, score.
Okay, we'll get the score, the guest video production score will be up in a minute. The goal kickers, Montawari, they've got Ty Millen kicked their only goal for the quarter as we wait on the scoreboard to come up for the Eastern Suburbs side. Bert Van Bar kicked 2 and Drago Golubovic kicked 1 goal, 3 for the quarter. He's just off the target there. Could have had a pretty good quarter, Drago. Got the ball a bit down there on that forward line. There's the scoreboard now. Montawari 139, Eastern Suburbs 3624. It's 15 points the difference at quarter time, and the breeze would have to be worth at least that, Barry, do you feel?
Yes, I don't think Eastern Suburbs took great advantage of the breeze, but still, grand finals, it's going to be a hard slog for either side here today. You know, they've got to keep going all day, as we've seen in the first game here this morning. The side down by 22 points at half-time got up and won it. But all in all, that was probably the first quarter in the grand final. Nerves, everything,
a little bit scrambly here and there, wasn't it? I was impressed with Montawari's second half of the first quarter. I thought they moved the ball much better into the forward line than Eastern Suburbs did, and at 15 points the difference. We'll be straight back to see this vital second quarter of the grand final between Montawari and Eastern Suburbs in the reserve in the Geelong District Football League Second Division.